You're standing at the digital checkout. Now, look at the screen. You have two options. Option A is a high-quality leather wallet for $10. Option B is a cheap plastic substitute for $0. Your brain just experienced a chemical spike. You do not need the plastic one. You did not even want it 10 seconds ago. But the word free just bypassed your prefrontal cortex, the part of you that actually makes sense, and hit the lizard brain. Hard. You think you are winning? You think you outsmarted the system. But you just stepped into the most expensive trap in modern commerce. The failure is not that you like saving money. The failure is that you literally cannot calculate the value of zero. According to the Federal Reserve, when an item is free, your brain maximizes consumer surplus in a way that blinds you to the downsides. You stop seeing a transaction and start seeing a reward. This is the psychological glitch that retail giants exploit to move inventory that belongs in a landfill. You feel like you got a deal, but now your house is cluttered with gadgets that break in a week. This is because free creates an irrational preference where you ignore quality issues and the time required to use the item. The problem is not your bank account. It is your inability to perceive the hidden tax of zero. Every free item carries a weight. It occupies physical space. It occupies mental bandwidth. And it usually requires your data as a down payment. If the price is zero, you are the inventory being moved off the shelf to make room for something that actually costs money. You are failing to see that free is a luxury you cannot afford because it costs you the one thing you can never earn back: your attention. This is the zero price effect. In behavioral economics, the insider shorthand for how they hack your wallet, zero is not a number. It is an emotional hot button called the Affect Heuristic. Researchers at Duke University proved this with chocolates. When offered a fine Lindt truffle for 15 cents and a Hershey's Kiss for 1 cent, most people chose the quality truffle. But when they reduced both prices by just 1 penny, making the truffle 14 cents and the kiss free, the demand for the cheap chocolate skyrocketed to 69%. The math did not change. The price difference stayed the same. But the free option triggered a reward prediction error in the brain. This is a dopamine surge that happens when you get more than you expected for no cost. It creates a social norm of reciprocity, making you feel a biological debt to the person giving the gift. Sellers use this to bypass your logic. They know that the distance between $0.01 and $0.00 is an infinite emotional canyon that your firmware cannot bridge. Accepting a free offer is like accepting a bruised watermelon from a stranger. It is heavy, it is awkward to carry, and once you get it home, you realize 60% of it is mush. But you cannot just throw it away immediately. You feel guilty, so you keep it on your counter. It starts to smell. It attracts fruit flies. You spend 20 minutes cleaning up the sticky juice it leaked onto your granite. Now, you have lost 20 minutes of your life. You have a mess to clean, and you still do not have a watermelon you actually want to eat. If you had just paid $4 for a fresh one, you would be finished by now. Free is a bruised watermelon. It looks like a gift, but it is actually a project. It is a commitment of your future energy. Most free software is just a bruised watermelon. It is slow, it is filled with ads, and it leaks your private data into the sticky juice of the open market. You are trading your peace of mind for the sake of not spending a few quarters. It is the most expensive savings plan ever devised. If you do not patch this firmware glitch, you end up in the golden cage. Research on multi-component services shows that companies use free components to hide the total cost of a package. You sign up for the free social media app, and in exchange, they harvest your dopamine. You take the free sample, and you end up buying the bulk box of junk. Over 10 years, This adds up to thousands of hours of lost time. You become a value hunter who is actually just a time loser. You will drive 5 miles out of your way to save 3 cents on a gallon of gas, ignoring that the wear and tear on your vehicle and the 10 minutes of your life are worth 10 times the savings. This is the spiral, where your life becomes a series of chores dictated by whatever is free or on sale. You lose the ability to choose what you actually want. You are no longer the architect of your life. You are a scavenger picking through the scraps that big box retailers threw out to lure you in. Your house fills up, your inbox clogs, and your focus shatters. This is how you spend a lifetime being busy without ever building anything of value. Stop. Look at the free offer. And then force yourself to assign it a price. This is your manual override. Before you click download or accept, ask yourself, would I pay 1 cent for this? If the answer is no, then the item has 0 value to you. If you would not give up a single copper penny for it, then it is a value negative. Delete the impulse to save money that you were not planning to spend anyway. Rewrite your internal code from how much am I saving to what am I giving up? If a service is free, you are giving up your privacy. If a product is free, you are giving up your space. Pay the penny. Literally. If there is a pro version of a tool you use every day for $1, buy it. It breaks the free spell. It reminds your brain that you are the master of the transaction, not the victim of a dopamine trap. By paying even the smallest amount, you reclaim your status as a customer. You earn the right to walk away. You gain the power to demand quality, break the cycle, pay the cent, and stop being the inventory. Look at the last thing you got for free. Is it serving you, or are you serving it? Go to the pinned comment and tell me, what is one free thing in your life that is actually costing you the most?